Hello and good evening. We appreciate your attendance both in person and online. My name is Kirsten Zachman Schomer, and I'm the Assistant Director of the Student Services here at UND. We want to welcome you to our Lamp of Knowledge ceremony. The Lamp of Knowledge ceremony sets a standard among healthcare professionals by verbalizing the goals of the clinical caregiver. Nurses play such an important role in the clinical setting, so it's important that we acknowledge our students in this way as you begin your journey into the nursing program and profession. We want to welcome you into this prestigious and rewarding profession. Tonight, you'll hear from Dean of the College of Nursing and Professional Disciplines, Interim Dean, Dr. Diana Kostreski, as well as our undergraduate chair, Professor Christian. We'll now hear a welcoming from Professor Christian.
Hello. It's such an exciting time for you, and I just want to welcome you formally into the College of Nursing and Professional Disciplines, into your undergraduate nursing program. I've seen you at orientation. I've seen you dressed up for your simulations. I've seen you in your green scrubs, and you look really good tonight, all dressed up. So it's an exciting time for you as you begin your journey as a nursing professional. Today, I hope you reflect back and remember on the oath you take, because this will last you throughout your profession. Nursing again this year was, I think for the 18th year in a row, was by Gallup Poll's most trusted profession. And I think there was one year when it wasn't, and that was 911 when it was firefighters. Otherwise, nursing is held highly regarded by the public because of the care you provide, of the integrity you bring to their health care. So it's so important that you remember why you're doing this and what you're doing this for. My advice to you is take advantage of all you can while you're here in the nursing program. Your faculty are committed and dedicated to helping you learn and be successful in your profession. So take advantage of all of the help they provide, all of the readings they assign, all the ATI questions they give you. All of that will come to help you as you practice as a professional nurse. So again, welcome. We're so glad to have you join us, and we look forward to sharing the journey with you.
Students, it's now time to get your pins. So now I'll invite Dr. Kostreski and Caitlin, a semester 4 nursing student, who will be reading your names.
Ashley Ayotte from East Grand Forks, Minnesota. Erica Benson from Mankato, Minnesota. Taylor Berry from Grand Forks, North Dakota. Patrick Buck from Blaine, Minnesota. Megan Collette from Corona, California. Allison Cunningham from Lindstrom, Minnesota. Mackenzie Dahl from Bismarck, North Dakota. Brianna Darger from Bismarck, North Dakota. Jacob Darter from Otsego, Minnesota. Courtney Ingebretson from Breckenridge, Minnesota. Cody Fleck from Lisbon, North Dakota. Michaela Freilich from Lisbon, North Dakota. Jaden Grafsgard from Devils Lake, North Dakota. Kayla Horner from Grand Forks, North Dakota. Morgan Huberter from Lindstrom, Minnesota. Micah Hunsker from Stewartville, Minnesota. Mitchell Jacobson from Lakeville, Minnesota. Brooke Jenskin from Pekin, North Dakota. Kelsey Knutson from Colfax, Minnesota, North Dakota. Claire Kramer from Grand Forks, North Dakota. Sarah Kruger from Moorhead, Minnesota. Rachel Komorovich from Alexandria, Minnesota. Thomas Megorian from Starkville, Minnesota. Happy birthday. Catherine Mandeville from Hopkins, Minnesota. Avery Maragos from Minot, North Dakota. Caitlin Miedema from Litchfield, North Dakota. Taylor Mallet from Longmont, Colorado. Jake Nelson from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Vinny Orbita from Hibbing, Minnesota. Tanner Olet from Dickinson, North Dakota. Kiana Pearson from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Taylor Peterson from Bismarck, North Dakota. Victoria Peterson from Hawley, Minnesota. Eric Pladson from Bismarck, North Dakota. Parker Reland from Albany, Minnesota. Emma Roden from Superior, Wisconsin. Hannah Rosencrantz from Minot, North Dakota. Catherine Savageau from Fargo, North Dakota. Melanie Schneider from Grand Forks, North Dakota. Janaea Severson from St. Paul, Minnesota. Jordan Sterling from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Hunter Swanson from Little Falls, Minnesota. Megan Turnus from Bismarck, North Dakota. And Haley Vandervorst from Bismarck, North Dakota.
If you would stand, nursing students, and together we'll read the oath. As a nurse dedicated to providing Thank you. Congratulations and welcome again. You can be seated.
Need to test to see if you can hear me. Is this on? Can you hear me? Doesn't sound on. I didn't think so. It's on? Okay, I'll trust that it's on. I'm loud anyway, so you can usually hear me. Yeah. It is such an honor to serve in nursing education, especially here at UND. I am the interim dean, Dr. Diana Kostreski, and sure glad to see everybody here tonight. We're so excited to have our students. Every time we admit new students, it's a wonderful thing for nursing. We look forward to having a lot more care providers, and usually our nursing students are very excited and ready to get on with it and be real nurses, and we're excited for you too. We always take pride in our college. We take pride in our programs, and we certainly take pride in welcoming our students to our very well-respected program. This year is special. The World Health Organization has designated 2020 as the year of the International Year of the Nurse and the Nurse Midwife. They're doing that in celebration of Florence Nightingale, who would have been 200 this year. So, the start of nursing was a long time ago, and we're just carrying on the tradition. As you move through our nursing program, recognize that you are preparing for a life of service. You serve patients and their families. You serve other healthcare professionals, and you serve each other, all in nursing. We always need to keep that in mind, that we are serving. While serving as a student, and then later as a professional nurse, always remember that the base of our profession is caring, but along with the caring is service. It will be also important for you as you move forward in nursing to grab every opportunity you can to learn. Someday, you're going to be very thankful that you learned that thing that you didn't want to learn. And I know that all of the nurses will say to you that, that someday comes when you wish you would have learned what you wish you would have learned. It always comes to us. You need to learn what you need to learn. And then you also need to recognize what you don't know. Know what you know real well, but know what you don't know. I think that's almost even more important, to know what you don't know. And when you don't know something, figure it out. Go find out. Look it up. Ask somebody. We all need to learn over and over again sometimes. You need to know that it's okay to make mistakes. You make the mistake, you fix it, you acknowledge it, you recognize it. You don't make the mistake again, and then you move on. We need to learn from our mistakes. We've all made mistakes, sometimes big ones. I made a big one. We've all made mistakes. You just have to acknowledge it, fix it, learn from it, and move on. I think you're going to find that our nursing program, like any other nursing program, feels kind of long and overwhelming at times, and sometimes very difficult. But you just have to remember to keep pushing forward. You can do it. It's one day at a time. One class at a time, 1 hour at a time, one test at a time, one skill at a time. And, all of our good faculty here, we've all been there. We have been there. We understand at a very deep level. It's not easy. It's hard. We have to learn an awful lot in a very short period of time. And at the receiving end of what we learn and then do with what we've learned are people. And it are, people's lives. So you have to learn it. We just have to do it. If you need help, you need to ask. Don't be afraid to ask us. We truly are all here to help you learn and succeed. We care about you. We want you to succeed. We want you to be the best nurse ever. We only graduate good nurses from this program. So we want to send you out to be a really good nurse, just like all the other good nurses that have gone before you. So while you are learning and, of course, succeeding and serving, you need to adopt the attributes for which the lamp of knowledge stands. And those attributes are goodwill, reliability, and compassion. Make a commitment to be the best you can be. Prepare yourself every day to be what the UND wants you to be, which is a leader in action. Thank you so much for celebrating with us tonight. And I wish you the very best in our program as you move forward.